Gamers, this episode I'm giving myself the ultimate challenge. Create a build every single Minecraft day for 20 days. That means 20 builds in total, and I honestly have no idea if I'll be able to do it. I've got a list of things I want to add basically everywhere throughout my world, so let's get started with build number 1. And I just realized we're probably building into the night with most of these builds, which means dealing with mobs. So I think it's time to get my armor fixed up a bit. I mean, I haven't even had a helmet for like 4 episodes now, dude. So let's crack into the old diamond vault, make myself a brand spanking new helmet, and let's head up to the old enchanting station. I mean, we're gonna have to blow the dust off of this bad boy. I haven't been up here in a while, and let's see what we get. So we got freaking, oh wow, dude, aqua affinity, unbreaking 3, and depth strider. That's really cool, dude. Now, you guys did actually tell me that if we add more bookcases, even though it doesn't improve the level, we'll still get better enchantments. So what I'm gonna do now is go slaughter a bunch of my cows and make a bunch more bookshelves. So give me a second. Holy crap, that is a lot of stuff. Oh my god, we actually have some meat now to use as well. All right, let's slap in our new bookshelves. All right, so now that should theoretically, according to you guys, get us some better enchantments. They're all the same. Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, I reckon we'll just do the legs. Oh, protection 3, that's actually goated. That is exactly what I wanted. Yes. Now the only thing we need to get is, you know, mending on that and on the rest of my stuff. But we'll do that another time, because it's time to get started on build number bloody 1, mate. All right, so we're gonna head over to the spot, which is actually at my medieval mine over here. And the first thing we're gonna do is sleep to reset the day. And then once we get up, we're getting started right bloody now, mate. Okay, let's get up there. Oh my god, I've already taken the wrong path. What the hell am I doing? Quick, get up there. Okay. So I've already pre-prepared a bunch of the blocks I need. I don't know if I actually said what I want to make, but it's going to be a, a crane above this thing here. And I don't have a lot of time, so let's just start, okay? So we're going to make a little bit more of an established kind of land area here, and I think we're going to build it maybe right here. So first up, we need to make like a bit of a sturdy base for this thing to be situated on. So we're going to do something like this. Actually, I think what we're going to do is use stone bricks instead. Next, we're going to grab out the stripped logs. Well, actually, they're not stripped yet, but we are going to be stripping them, but just because I think that's going to look better. This challenge is actually a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. Jesus Christ, man. I've got plenty of time. I need to just settle down a bit. I'm just going to make a, an extension here. This part's actually going to be holding the stuff. Place the grindstone right at the end. From this, we're going to have our chains dangling down. Then at the back, we're going to be adding a bit of a counterweight. And for that, we have, some of the old bloody, what's it called? And then some of this stuff. Okay, and then I think I want to actually extend that up one more and then add like a bit of a, like one of these things that'll connect up to the top of it. Then across here, I reckon some trapdoors will work nicely. And then I reckon at the bottom, we could add some trapdoors as well, just kind of around the entire thing. And I think that actually needs to go out one more, so it's a little too close. And yeah, there we go. There's our actual like crane kind of part done. And now we need to add in our actual little holding platform thing, which I have some campfires here for. Okay, let's extinguish all of these bad boys, and then we're going to surround them with some signs. Of course, we're one bloody sign short, man. And yeah, there we go. So there's our platform done. I don't know what's going on there, but I had to do it to you. I'm sorry. But yeah, there we go. There's our crane done. Let's take a look from back here. Oh my god, dude, that adds so much to it. I actually originally planned to add this in, but I just completely forgot, honestly. And I'm very glad we added that in. That looks, it just completes it, man. That looks awesome. Right, I'm gonna spend the rest of this day preparing for the next build, and I'll meet you guys, at day number 2. All right, and this next build actually calls for an interesting block I haven't used in this series yet, which is concrete. So I had to go crack out the old diamond shovel and get a bunch of gravel. Thankfully, I already had heaps of roses and sand, which is, the 2 things I needed to make some red concrete. And then once that was done, I just simply placed all of the concrete into the water to make it into, actual concrete, dug it up, and yeah, we're basically ready to go now. All right, a brand new day is upon us, which means it's time for another build. And this build is actually going to be a lighthouse, which is what I needed the red concrete for. And as you can see, I went and grabbed a bunch of other items too, so we are fully ready to go, and we're wasting time. So let's start by adding a cute little beach along here. And I kind of want this to trail off into, a lighthouse, but I want it to, I don't know how to explain it, but, eventually just kind of transition into stone here. And I want to make like a little stone island that our lighthouse is going to be situated on. Honestly, I don't know if this is the first one that we're actually going to fail, but we'll see. Dude, I already don't like the shape of this beach. It's kind of ugly, man. That's okay. Honestly, we can just tweak it later. Okay, let's continue. Let's raise this up a little bit. I want it to be a bit, of an elevated kind of foundation. So there we go, something like that. Oh my god, dude, this looks whack as hell already. All right, now I want want the foundation of our lighthouse to actually be stone for the first maybe like 1.5 layers or something like that. Oh, I should actually make it stone bricks because it's gonna mend in with the stone base. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, literally, I've already run out of stone. Man, this is not happening in one day. But yeah, honestly, I don't know why I thought a lighthouse would be a good one-day build, man. These things are literally like difficult. Okay, let's get our base shape figured out. I think because usually it transitions into like a smaller version of it, like halfway up. So we're gonna need a bit of a bigger base than we think here. Oh man, this is shit, brother. This is shit. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, there's our base done. Oh, I feel like it needs to be 1 block higher. Quick, get it added in, quick. Oh my god, dude. I'm literally on the verge of tears right now. Okay, so there's our base. Next, we're gonna crack out the quartz, the red old concrete, and we're going to extend this up. Dude, I don't even have time to like jump down and make sure the proportions are okay and everything. This might end up looking absolutely whack. So from here, we go into this shape, like this, okay? Then we go up, I reckon maybe 3. And then we'll do another 2 red. Man. And then we cap it off with 1 more white, okay? Man, I need to jump down to make sure this is okay. I'm sorry. I know I don't have the time, but okay, that's not too bad. That red strip there needs to be 1 lower, I reckon. And maybe we add 1 more white strip on top of that. Shit, man, we just don't have the time. Dude, we still have the nighttime. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be fine. Like, we still have the entire nighttime to build as well. I think I'm freaking out for no reason. Like, it's not even like sunset yet. Where's the sun? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, okay. Honestly, we should be good. Okay, honestly, why does it look weird? Oh my god, what's happening there? No. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I think we just need to add the top on to balance it out, because right now it just looks weird. It looks oddly phallic as well. We're gonna add like a little balcony up here. So I reckon we're gonna go something like this. The stair in the middle, I think that's gonna look nice from underneath at least. And then up here, we're going to add in our actual lighthouse section. So let's get maybe some quartz up like this. And then we're gonna add on a wooden roof, kind of similar to our thing down below. Okay, it's actually sunset now. All right, that should honestly be a pretty decent roof. Let's jump back down here. We'll put some slabs up here and here. I reckon that's gonna look pretty good. That, and then in here, we're gonna grab out our shroom lights and we're going to place in probably just 3 like this. Oh, actually, I wanted to put glass. Okay, that's fine. We can put glass in front of those. I reckon that's gonna look nice there. And next we need to get our railing added on. So let's start doing that. I want to thicken that up so it's actually, you know, sticking out 1 more. Oh my god, we got our first mob. Get the hell away from me, brother. Guys, I'm starting to second guess if we're gonna get this done in 1 day. What do I even need? What am I here for? Stone. I wanted stone. Alright, so I reckon we thicken the base up an entire, like, layer. I think that's definitely going to help with the disproportionate kind of look that we got going on here, at least. Alright, there's our base thickened. We need to add the entrance somewhere, so let's just plop it right bloody here. And then up here, we need to make this transition a little nicer. So we're going to crab out the quartz stairs here. And I think we just add just stairs, you know? You know what I'm saying? Just bloody stairs. And then the final, well, not the final thing, but we need to add some windows in. So let's get something like that. Oh my god, dude, what am I doing? All right, and there is our final windows down. Next, all we need to do now is just add in our entrance. Oh my god, I just realized there's more I need to do. There is so much more I need to do. Oh my god, dude, that moon is going down. We're literally gonna run out of time. The one thing I realized I wanted to add was some like big rocks sticking out of the water. And I've got a freaking drowned coming up trying to eat me, dude. You know, I want some rocks, like, sticking up as if, like, you know, that's the whole reason why the lighthouse is here, to warn off people from these big rocks. Dude, I don't have the time! And I've run out of stone. Yep, we're up shit creek, boys. I've really messed this one up. I mean, technically, the lighthouse is done. I'm just adding little extra details, so, you know what? I don't care anymore. Alright, and well, there it is. The new day started, and we've finished the build. Technically, yeah, I just wanted to add those quick little rocks around it, just so, you know, the lighthouse actually makes sense. But, yeah, I think that's a pretty cool build. Technically done in a day. I didn't add the staircase in, but, who needs it, to be honest? Alright, it's time for build number 3. It's not even the next day yet, but I'm confident we're going to be able to get this done in this amount of time. And so this next build is going to be a small little custom boat. Last episode, we built a little custom boat over there, but I want to make one that's slightly bigger. And I don't know if I want it around here or if I want it... Yeah, okay. I was originally wanting to put it kind of halfway between the harbor and this dock, but I think around here is going to look really nice. So let's add a couple of temporary blocks behind this chest here so we can get our placement, you know, sorted out. Okay, and now I'm going for a sort of like, you know, just, I don't know how to explain it, but like a boat that's actually boat shaped instead of like, I don't know, that like shaped. I don't know how to describe it, but you're gonna see as we go, okay? So I think something like this is going to actually work pretty perfectly. We'll fill up the hull here with our blocks. I reckon this right here is where our mast will go, and for that, I completely forgot to make the item I wanted for that. Okay, like I was saying, I have the item for that, which is a barrel, so that's gonna be where our mast is going up. And now as for the back, I think we're pretty much just gonna repeat what we've done on the front here. On the sides here, I wanna add some trap doors and probably some windows beside that. Not windows, what the hell am I saying? Some signs beside that will look really nice as well, so let me make some of those. There we go, that is looking sweet. Next up at the back, I reckon a lantern is gonna look nice, and then maybe on one of these sides we could add in a flower pot with a fern. Okay, now let's get started on our actual sail part, and for that I have some spruce fences and a bunch of banners. So we're gonna make basically like a, just pretty much a T shape, you know? Something like this. Then on the front here, we're gonna add in our white banners, and then basically to finish it off, I'm gonna crack out the scaffolding and place a flower pot at the very top right there. And there we have it. There's our cute little custom boat design. And I think that's gonna fit in nicely with our lighthouse design that we have over there too. Sweet as. We did that in literally like not even half a day. Oh, man, we're just that good of gamers out here, man. All right, it is the dawn of a new day and I want to build something. But so this next build I want to make is actually going to be a campsite deep in the forest. Well, maybe not too deep, but in this forest area in here. Ooh, and actually, I think I found the perfect spot right here. This looks awesome, dude. This is like the perfect little clearing. Okay, so the first thing I want to do with our campsite is make a little bit of a tent. And I think this spot right back here is going to be absolutely perfect for it. And I'm just kind of hoping that I have enough wool. I don't think I do, to be quite frank. But let's get this placed on. Oh, it looks like I actually might have enough wool. That is sweet, man. Yes, okay. Let's crack out the detailing blocks here, which is going to be some stairs, slabs, and trapdoors, of course. And so I'm thinking maybe just at the front and the back here, we can add in our little details because, you know, right now this is very, you know, boring and ugly and kind of blocky. And adding our wood accents to this makes it, you know, look a lot less crap. Basically, it's just a really easy way to get a nice looking vanilla tent, basically, is what I'm trying to say, okay? And so the next thing we can do is add in like our little central pole, and I want to add one, actually probably not at the back, but what we can actually do is look for a couple of flowers real quick. Hopefully I can find some. Any color is literally gonna do. There's no flowers in here, man. Where are the flowers gone? Okay, here's some. Hopefully these can make dye. Can these make dye? You better bloody hope so, mate. Yes, okay, we got magenta. And what I'm gonna do is make 2 magenta wool blocks there. And basically the reason I needed those is to make a little bit of a bedroll. So we're just gonna put that in right there. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle in a couple of random details like a lantern, a barrel, a chest, and maybe even a crafting table right here as well. Actually, maybe right here. And then this pathway is going to link out here to our main campsite area. And for that, I do of course have a campfire, which we're gonna plonk right there. Then I wanna add like a little bit of a chair design here. So we're going to grab out a spruce trapdoor or 2 and chuck those around the sides. And that gives us a like kind of established chair design, and then I want an actual like kind of log chair as well. Next, we're going to continue our pathway blocks throughout this, and I wanted to actually go over this way and add in a bit of a cart design as well. So we're going to grab out some oak trapdoors and some spruce slabs, and I'm going to add in, you know, just a little design kind of like this. And now on top of this, we're just going to add a bunch of random decorations and stuff. So we'll get some extinguished, oh my god, campfire on there. We'll get, you know, some flower pots and maybe a lantern on this final spot here. And then we go. We got a little wagon cart thing. We got our campsite here. The next thing I want to actually do is quickly run back and grab some oak leaves. So give me a bloody second here. My god, just running back, I realized what I forgot to do on the lighthouse. I forgot to add our poles going up and down there. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna do that real quick right now. And honestly, I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like it makes the top look way more blocky or something. I don't know. I think it looks better than it did before though, so we're just gonna leave it. Mainly because I'm running out of time for this bloody campsite. All right, and we're back at the campsite, steadily running out of time. What I actually want to do is grab a couple of grass pieces as well from around the place. Okay, so we got the oak leaves, we got the fences. What I want to do is actually add at the back here just a little bit of kind of a broken up fence design, and I want this to, that's the wrong thing, I want this to surround the campsite just loosely because I feel like it makes it look a little more cozy and secluded, I guess. And then if we also just sprinkle in our grass throughout this, dude, that just gives such a a nice look to this. Like, dude, I don't know what it is about it. I just love that look so much, man. We'll sprinkle some lanterns around the place as well, just to keep the mobs at bay. That is our campsite done. Honestly, surprisingly, that took longer than I thought it would. We managed to get into the nighttime with this one, but dude, this campsite, so quick and simple and just looks amazing. I'm gonna go to bed and get the next day and next build started, you know, right now. All right, it's a brand new day. Time to start another build, and this time I want to actually build something yet again over in this direction, because as you guys know, we built a giant harbor over here for when I, you know, want to arrive over at this side of the land, but I don't have anything yet for the flower forest over here. So I'm thinking I want to make a small little cute lush dock over there. So let's grab one of these boats and head on over and find a nice spot. All right, and so I'm thinking probably just right here at this little sand patch is going to work perfectly, mate. Yeah, this is a nice spot indeed. Okay, so for this, I'm wanting to do something obviously nowhere near as crazy as that. I don't know how many days that would have taken. We don't have that much time. So what I want to do is just make a 2 wide kind of campfire dock, I guess. And I don't want it to be too big. I'm thinking literally that might just be the size we go with, because I want something kind of cute and like small and lush looking, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. Then on the sides, we'll definitely add in our oak kind of log pillars here. Next, let's get a couple of fence gates in between these, just as a sort of little railing. Yes, dude, that is looking awesome. Now, we do need to figure out a spot to put on some lanterns, because I want this to be nice and bright in the night, and I'm thinking maybe right here and here is going to be a nice little spot that we can just chuck some on like so. Next, let's clear back a little bit of the land here, just so we have a bit of a flat area to work with in front of our dock. Coming away from this, we're going to just make like a kind of little establishment, I reckon, or even we could make a pathway, because for the next couple of builds are actually, you know, situated in this flower forest here. So I think making a pathway to those would be quite nice. So we'll probably just leave it kind of like that for now, and we'll continue this when we continue our other builds. But for now, we need to focus on this dock area. So beside it here, let's add in a couple of just barrels and chests scattered around the place. I'm gonna quickly go make some more. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back with a new stack of lanterns. That actually ate into our time quite a bit. As you can see, the sun is like over there somewhere. So I actually had to go mine some coal, which yeah, definitely took a while. So now that we have our lanterns, we can start with my next idea for this dock, which is actually to add like our little kind of oak leaf fence design, kind of just a little bit along the shoreline here. I just feel like it's going to just add to the vibe a little bit that I'm trying to get, you know, into this place, I guess. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. And so for this next build, I'm actually going to do it as a time lapse just to change things up a bit, you know, and also because it's kind of a boring build, I want to do a small cottage in this flower forest here. I'm also wanting to use some deep slate, which I don't think I have any of. So during this night, I'm going to go quickly mine some of that. And basically in the next clip, we'll start the time lapse of me building the cottage. Okay, and there is our cottage build all done. It is the next day, by the way. This is eating into our freaking building time, but yeah. Added this cute little sign here, you know, Disruptive Builds Cottage, love it. Interior, nice and cute and quaint. But yeah, now let's get started with the next build over here for the day, which is going to be a little bit of a crop field slash flower field thing. And now I don't exactly know where I'm gonna put this, because I actually do want quite a bit of space for it. I would like it to be over here, actually. Yeah, we're gonna build it here, I reckon. Let's chop down a bunch of these trees. What I'm also gonna do is flatten off the land a bit more as well, just so we have more space to work with. So give me a second. I'll get all of this crap done right now. All right, and there is the land that we have to work with here. And the next thing I'm gonna do is... Oh my god, I forgot to make a freaking hoe, man. Okay, thankfully I did dig up a little bit of cobblestone over here that we can use. So I'm wanting 6 individual squares here. They're gonna have to be pretty small because we do not have a lot of room to work with here. Yeah, it looks like that is actually going to work out perfectly there. So let's continue tilling all of these. And oh, actually I need, god damn it, 3 of these aren't supposed to be tilled. Dick knob. What an idiot. And because they're gonna be bloody flowers instead. I'm actually brain dead. Let me fix these up and yeah, give me a second. I'll get this done. All right, so there is our fields. Next, what we're gonna do is actually replace these ground blocks here with some oak, just to cover up these, you know, weird ass water source blocks that we have going on here. And next, we're gonna grab out our items that we want to plant, with this first one here being some wheat, of course. Can't forget the old bloody wheat. Next up, we're gonna have carrots in this field. And then finally over here, we're gonna grab out our potatoes and chuck those bad boys in. Yes. And now you might be wondering what these, these 3 blank fields are going to be for, and they are going to be some flower fields, of course, because we're in a bloody flower biome. We need 16 of each bloody flower that we want, okay? So let's grab some azure bluets. Okay, surprisingly, this build is also taking longer than I thought it would, which is kind of worrying. We are now in the nighttime, so let's get all of these planted. Okay, and there we go. That's that all finished up. That is looking awesome. Once those grow in, that's gonna look so nice as well. But I reckon we need to add this oak trim along the actual outside as well, because right now it just looks a little, I don't know, a little weird, and we're gonna have fences and stuff on these as well, and I think it's just gonna look weird without it. So once again, let me quickly remove all of this grass here and replace it with some oak slabs. All right, and there is our trim added in. Let's go ahead and start adding in our fences as well. We'll add some fence gates in these little openings so that we can actually, get inside and harvest the stuff. And then heading on inside, let's add a couple of extra little details sprinkled throughout. I reckon maybe some composters. Yeah, no, I think that's gonna be fine. We'll put some of the lids on these as well, and we'll maybe make one of them open. And then I reckon maybe on the outside here, we can make like a little station where we actually, have some more composters, some storage, and some just random stuff like that. But yeah, there we go. There's our flower forest, lush farm / garden thing. And I think it turned out pretty nice. We're definitely, establishing this flower forest finally. I've been wanting to do stuff over here for a while now, but they've just generally been small builds, and thankfully we can get those done in this episode. All right, moving on to the next build. It's actually something I want to add to this pond here, because right now, it does look nice. We got this big custom weeping willow tree, but it's missing something, and that something is a rocky waterfall design, maybe right here. So I've grabbed down a bunch of stone and a bunch of andesite. I'm probably actually going to need more stone than that, but we'll see how we go. So I want to have the waterfall trickle down and then run into the pond, of course. And so I think maybe starting it around here is going to be perfect. And so let's just create the outline for it. And yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty nice size there. So now what I'm going to do is just continue raising this up and adding in also our andesite. We're going to need that for our texturing, of course, just so this isn't one big blob of stone, basically. I'm also going to make sure to add in heaps of stairs and slabs to keep it looking interesting and like less blocky and crap. And yeah, so I'm probably just going to continue building this as a time lapse for the rest of the day here, just because I'm basically repeating the same shit here. So let's get started. So yeah, about that time lapse, unfortunately, this is what happens when I tried to load the time-lapse file, yeah, it just does nothing. Kind of sucks. So yeah, no time lapse unfortunately, but at least you'll get to see the final thing right now. All right, and there we have it. There's the waterfall all done. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I love all of the lush little details we added in, along with all of the leaves. Actually, we could probably add another leaf right there, I reckon. Yeah, but yeah, there we go. Waterfall is all done. All right, and for our next build, I'm thinking I want to position it right here. I reckon this is going to be the perfect spot for it. And so firstly, we're going to have to construct the base for it. Something like that, and nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I want to surround this with some trap doors. And while I'm building this, I want to see if you guys can kind of, guess what I'm building here, judged on basically the blocks that I have as well. So firstly, we're going to add in this portion here, and then moving up to this little section up here, we're going to, continue adding in stuff. We're going to jump down, make sure the proportions are looking right, which I think that's pretty good. Then over here, we're going to branch out to add some, some extra little sections here. Can you kind of tell? Yeah, okay, it's a statue, guys. All right, I'm sorry if you didn't get it, but yeah, it's a statue. Let's crack out the scaffolding and add the head on. And I've actually made quite a few of these statue designs in the past, which is why I kind of know what I'm doing here, because yeah, it's a design that I actually came up with a long time ago, and it works really well. And so for the head, we're going to do something like this, just constantly alternating the blocks that we're using to keep it, the body parts kind of segmented. As you can see here in the body, we used our polished andesite, and then I kind of used like different blocks for the arms and legs and stuff, just to keep it kind of, randomized. And I think that is looking pretty nice. The next thing I want to do is bone meal. Oh, that's not bone meal. What the bloody hell? Bone meal up this place. Get maybe a long grass piece there. I reckon that's going to look good. And then we'll just sprinkle in a bunch of flowers around this. And yeah, wow, that was a really quick build. I kind of forgot how small this was actually going to be. But yeah, there's the build for the day. All done. Okay, what we can actually do is to basically compensate for us slightly going over into the next day for this lighthouse. We can try and get 2 builds smashed out in this single day, because I do actually have another quite small build that we can hopefully get done in this day. So let's bloody get into position here. And this build is going to be going in the middle of this little flower forest thing here. So let's clear out a little bit of a section to work with. And then let's get the shape of this next build planned out here. So the entrance to it is going to be right here. And then we're going to have the side walls like so. And if you can't tell what we're making yet, which I mean, I don't really blame you, but basically we're making a medieval well. Just another detail that I think is going to work perfectly for this area. So next on top of all of these fences, we will add in our our, you know, stone brick wall things, whatever they're called. Okay, and now as for the roof design, let's just get some slabs placed on top of these. And then I reckon in the middle here, we'll get some logs placed in. I want these actually to face outwards. And let's continue adding in our roof like so. Yeah, there we go. There's our roof done. In between these, let's add some fence gates to kind of stop people from walking in, you know, on those sides. And then right in the middle here, we will dig down our big well section. I don't actually want this to go down too far, so we'll probably leave it at that, I reckon. All right, there's our water filled in. Let's grab out the cauldron and our chains. And so we're going to add some chains dangling down from this, along with our cauldron placed, you know, right here. And then surrounding this, I reckon a nice little foundation of stone and stone bricks is going to look pretty nice. Let me remove a bunch more of these flowers here and get our floor placed in like so. And we'll of course connect this up to the pathway. And then just for some finishing touches, some lanterns hanging from the sides like this is going to look pretty cool, I reckon. And yeah, there we have it. That is basically our medieval well all done there. It's quite an extravagant well. Yeah, it's definitely very detailed and crazy looking, but I think it's definitely a really nice decoration that we could have added to this otherwise kind of just plain flower forest looking thing, you know? Oh, dude, our area is already looking so much nicer with these little extra details around the place. I love it. But this next build is going to bring it to the next level. So we've got this big empty area over here, and honestly, we could probably cram in a few builds here, but I think what we're going to add in next is a big old greenhouse. Actually, it's probably not going to be too big because once again, we only have a bloody day to build this thing. And honestly, I'm trying to decide if I want to build it maybe here or over there, because over there it's kind of weird and out of the way. I don't know how I feel about it being over there, but over here, yeah, I reckon right here is going to be a pretty nice spot for it. So I think we're going to build it here. Obviously, we do have this tower in the way, which does kind of stink. So we do have to work around that a little bit. And so for this one, basically, I'm going to do this one as another time lapse just because it's, you know, it's just a big old build. So yeah, let's get straight into it right now. Alright, and there is our new greenhouse all done. Dude, this thing turned out awesomely. I love the inside as well. We got like 4 individual separated little fields in here, and dude, this thing just looks awesome. I love the leaves, the lanterns. It's just perfect, okay? And I'm glad we built it there as well, because that is just such a nice prominent like location right next to the metro as well. I love that. But yeah, it's a brand new day. As you can see, it's time for, you know, the next build. I don't even know how many builds we've done at this point, but for this one, we're going to be heading back over kind of into the forest. Actually, I think maybe like right there is going to be a perfect spot, because I do want this to be kind of visible. I feel like it's going to look nicer. And now you might be wondering why I'm actually going this way instead, and it's because essentially I need more stone. Yeah, I've got like literally nothing left. So I'm gonna, oh my god, why is there so many mobs in here? There's never usually mobs in here, man. There's so many baby zombies. Brother man, it's so hard to hit. Oh, my boots are almost gone. They got 3 wax left in them. Shit. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more stone, and I'll meet you guys over at the spot. All right, so here we are at the spot I was talking about before, right in line with our pathway, nice and visible. I'm gonna have to remove a couple of these trees just to make some room here. And then what I want to do as well is just flatten off a little bit of an area here to work with. And I think that's gonna be perfect. Next, we're gonna crack out the stone and the stone bricks, and we're gonna start building this bad boy. And so essentially what we're making here is just a little bit of a ruined tower design, and I actually think I want to make it a bit bigger than this too. So right now I'm just shaping up the landscape to get it looking nice and natural, and yeah, that's looking really nice. And so from this point here, what we're going to do is basically start constructing what was once a tower. You know, it's the whole premise of the bloody build. So I'm going to make the back wall pretty high, probably the highest spot, and then on the side here, I want this to go up a little bit higher as well. So we'll get it like that. Then this right side, we might make the low side, so like something like that, I guess. And then at the front, I want this to be kind of nice and open. So we're actually going to remove that and replace it maybe with some stairs, or actually even a slab might look nicer. So that's the kind of foundation there that we have to work with. The next thing I want to do is just add in some various, you know, details like this. And on top of some of these, we can add some lanterns as well. Definitely a nice addition. Then we're going to grab out the stairs and slabs and just start adding some of these kind of, you know, just to smoothen off the build a little bit. All right, so there's our tower foundation foundation there. And next what I want to do is actually add a little campsite situated right in the middle here. You know, it makes it look like as if people have actually moved into this since abandoned and ruined tower, and it just adds a bunch of life to it. And yeah, dude, it's just my favorite bloody detail, man. Have I said that yet or what? We can actually place our crafting table as if it's part of the landscape here. And what we can also do is add some chests, some barrels, some lanterns, and also something I forgot to grab, which is some leaves. Let me go grab some leaves real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I've also grabbed a little bit of a hay bale here to chuck underneath our campfire just to extend that smoke up nicely. Yes. Okay, I also went and grabbed some gravel here, and that's because I want to make it into some coarse dirt for the ground in here, just because I think it's, you know, the perfect block for any kind of campsite. You can even add some of it on the exterior as well, just to add a little bit of, you know, visual interest, some flair and stuff to the build, you know what I'm saying? Perfect. Okay, I've also grabbed some ferns. We're going to sprinkle a couple of these on the outside and on the inside as well. And then we're going to finish it up with a whole bunch of leaves too. You know, if in doubt, just add bloody leaves to it and it always looks good, okay? And honestly, after looking at this, I think our tower is just too short still. So what I'm going to do now is actually just raise everything up a little bit higher because, yeah, it's just a little bit too stumpy at the moment. Okay, and honestly, I think that is perfect now. I love that. Again, the perfect detail. I'm not going to reiterate, but yeah, dude, I love this. It's just so nice, man. All right, our next build is actually going to be a pretty small one, but it involves finding a block that I honestly have no idea if we're actually going to be able to find. So what we need to do is get on the old boat here and go for a bit of a sail. I probably should have surveyed the landscape around me before I set sail, but you know, we'll just see how we go. Basically, I'm trying to find an ocean here. So, honestly, this way is looking pretty promising. Ooh, look at that area over there. That looks whack as hell. But yeah, we're keeping our eyes peeled to the bottom of the ocean, actually. Oh my god, dude. How deep does it go there? That's creepy. Oh my god, dude. That just gave me goosebumps. I don't know why, but that... Holy shit. Dude, my whole body is covered in goosebumps right now. Dude, that is creepy as hell. Okay, it's not actually that deep, but from back here, dude, just that big drop off, dude. This actually, my eyes are watering. But today we're overcoming that fear, okay? Because we need to go down there to get the blocks we need. So I'm gonna meet you guys, hopefully, you know, at a spot that we found. All right, it looks like we are out of luck on the old coral department. That's what I was trying to find, okay? But we've actually stumbled across this shipwreck, which has given me a pretty cool idea for a replacement. Essentially, what I wanted to build was a, ooh, smithing template, some trim. That's pretty cool. I'll snag that. And a map as well. Buried treasure. Yeah, I don't even know how to find them, so we'll do that another bloody time. I don't know where the other chests are. That's the only one I know about, so we're just gonna move on back home. But yeah, like I was saying, that shipwreck has given me an idea actually for a replacement. What I was going to do was build an underwater cave with a bunch of coral, and at the end of it, I don't know, like a chest or something. But I think what we'll do instead is actually make a little shipwreck in our like kind of bay area, and I think that's going to look pretty nice instead. So I'll meet you guys back home. Obviously we're kind of like halfway through the day already, so we're at a bit of a disadvantage in the time department, but I'll meet you guys back there. All right, we are back home, and yeah, we do not have a lot of time. As you can see, it's already almost nighttime, and yeah, we need to basically find the spot that we want to build this shipwreck, and I'm thinking honestly right here is going to be perfect. Right next to the lighthouse and the, you know, the big jagged rocks. Kind of makes sense, I guess. And so yeah, let's get started building this bloody shipwreck. So I want this to be pretty, you know, pretty big of a shipwreck, and then I actually want to have it kind of on an angle. I don't really know how that's going to work out. So I think that there is going to be like the final height of it, and we'll kind of go around like that, you know what I'm saying? All right, and so there we go. There's the shape of our sunken ship there. I think that is coming along pretty nicely. I might actually excavate this down a little bit like so, just to make it look like it's kind of disturbed the earth there. And I'm actually starting to get worried we're gonna run out of time. Where's the bloody moon? Okay, we still got plenty of time. We should be... Oh my god, that scared me. Brother, are you okay? Let's see if we get another trident from one of these bad boys. Oh, we just destroyed my boots. That's kind of scary. Come here, you fucking bastard. Oh, he does 2 hearts. Jesus Christ. Die. Okay, he's gone, we're good. All right, back to the bloody build at hand. Obviously, this isn't meant to be hollow under here, so let's get this figured out. Oh yeah, that is looking pretty cool. I really like that, actually. Having like kind of a bunch of holes in there, like the wood has obviously been decaying. And then we can have sections up here that are actually still kind of, you know, like the actual boat deck itself. Sections that are still attached, and then we can have sections that have actually fallen into the ground like so. Yes, that is so cool. I love that. All right, and the absolute #1 detail I want to get added into this is actually like a mast glass that is like half sticking out of the water. So obviously it's not the full thing. It has since, you know, crumbled away, but I just think it would look really cool having this sticking out. Yeah, dude, something like that. And then I have some banners here that we can attach to that. We can add a lantern on top of that. And then throughout the bottom here, we can just add in heaps of like, you know, of course, chests and barrels. And yeah, dude, that is looking really cool. I love that. Just such a subtle little detail. And yeah, dude, I'm so happy with that. That is awesome. All right, this next build is actually going to be a fairly quick one, and it involves heading down into our metro station here. For all of you that actually watched this episode, you might have noticed that I just completely forgot to leave these, you know, these little rooms completely just nothing's in here, okay? So what we're finally doing is actually adding something into these rooms here. So I'm actually going to expand these out a little further just because they are pretty small at the moment. And what I've got is actually just a bunch of random kind of decoration detail ideas for some like terminal stuff in here. So let's add in like a bit of a desk like maybe there, and then maybe something over here as well. Right here we can add maybe a bit of a chair. And now in here for our light, let's go with 2 shroom lights in the roof like this. I think that'll be pretty cool. And then at the front here, I want to basically just add in a bunch of random detail blocks that are kind of going to look like a terminal or something like that. Let's go with an observer. On top of that, we might chuck a lever. Let's actually maybe face that the other way. Maybe a redstone torch and then a button over here. And then over on this side, we can kind of make like a little computer design. And then maybe beside that, another lever like that. And yeah, that's literally it. That's our control room all done. We're gonna, of course, repeat this on the other side. Well, we're not gonna repeat it. We'll do something slightly different. Oh my god, dude, there's so many mobs in here. What the hell? Get the hell out of here. Let's add in our desk back here. Over here, let's get a bit of a computer design going there. Oh, actually, I've just gotten a different idea for the computer. Let's add it maybe over here. And what we can do is replace that block there with some lapis like this. And then we can place our item frame there. And that actually covers up everything that I wanted. Wow. Okay. Well, never mind. We'll leave the computer back here and we'll kind of add some other like server looking thing there, I guess. And we can put a lever next to it as well, actually. Then over here, let's add in another observer, maybe facing like that. Put a button on top of that. We'll chuck a lever here. And then maybe like a flower pot here as like a cup or something. I don't really know. And yeah, there we go. There's our second control room done. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice little sign there. We'll add the same thing on this other side as well. And yeah, there we go. I'm glad we got this done. It's just been on my conscience for a little while now because I remember that I forgot to add this in. So now it's all done and our terminal metro place is, you know, it's finally finished. All right, for our next build, I've come to this spot back here. It seems to be we are adding a lot of builds in kind of this corner of the my area. I don't really know why, but yeah, so for this next build, we're going to be making a bit of a detailed beach design. Just another one of my most favorite things to add to any kind of like, you know, Minecraft world, I guess. And so what we're going to be doing is replacing all of this grass here with a bunch of sand, and we're going to be extending this out into a big full proper beach. So yeah, there we go, something like that. Starting with the rocks, I want a bunch of like just rocks kind of sticking out of the water in amongst the shallows all around here. That is looking awesome already, dude. I love that. Nice little like rocky kind of portion near the lighthouse as well, and where our sunken ship is. You know, we're just continuing on with the story of our land here, okay? I want to get some of these rocks up on the land as well. I might start using a little bit of andesite in here just because I kind of forgotten to. And we'll just get a couple of these buttons scattered around the place as well. Next, another one of my favorite things about beaches, at least here in Australia, is you know, they have like a lot of grass kind of running throughout them, and I don't know why. I just really like that look, and I like adding it into Minecraft. So we're gonna, you know, we're gonna do that, okay? Yeah, I love that, dude. It's just such like a lush look, and like just a, I don't know, man. Another detail I wanted to try was some birch buttons and pressure plates to kind of look like elevated portions of sand or something like that. I really don't know. Next, I want to get a couple of bushes added in, so we'll get one right here, I reckon. And yeah, honestly, that's it. It's a bit of a cop-out build. It was very quick and easy to build. I don't know, I just really wanted to build it. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, moving on to the next one. All right, we're still rolling with the same day just to keep the stakes high. So where's the sun at? I can't even see it. I'm guessing it's over there somewhere. But yeah, the next thing we're going to be adding is into this section here, because right now it's just a pile of bushes and azaleas everywhere. And so I'm thinking what's going to fit this spot perfectly is going to be a big custom tree. And I mean big, okay? I'm talking a freaking 2x2 size stump trunk here. We're gonna have roots kind of flowing throughout here. And yeah, dude, I think this is gonna look awesome. So let's continue building our trunk up here. We're gonna add sections that kind of have little bits taken out, like you know, chunks taken out of the trunk just to keep it looking interesting. And honestly, this might be the first one that we actually don't get done in a day. I'm kind of scared. But let's quickly jump down and take a look at how that is looking so far. Okay, we definitely need to go up maybe like 3 or 4 more blocks, I think. All right, and I'm pretty sure that height there should be good. Yeah, that is huge. Oh my god, okay. All right, now we're gonna start the patent pending branch technique that I've basically created. And so the way that we do this is just essentially build a big old branch. Oh my god, dude. Wow, I could have cocked it right there. Holy crap, I need to be more careful, dude. Like I was saying, basically we just create these massive branches of our logs here. Honestly, we're not going too specific with our branch placement because it's going to be all covered up with leaves pretty soon anyway. And now what we do is crack out the leaves and we just essentially start coating every single exposed face of our logs here with some leaves. That's the general idea behind the technique. It does not take a lot of skill at all. All you need to do is just essentially place a bunch of branches everywhere and that's it, really. Hopefully we can get it done tonight. Oh my god, dude. Literally, we are just in time. The new day has just started and our tree is pretty much done. I think what I might do is actually maybe add a lantern on there or something. But yeah, essentially what I ended up doing was actually adding another branch there and then I added a bunch of leaves that are kind of dangling down underneath these just because it looked a little weird before. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. That is just such a nice little decoration to add to our area, man. Awesome. All right, for our next build, you know, it looks like the rain has settled in here. So it's time for another classic building in the rain with disruptive segment, and we're adding yet another build to this area of our you know, our section here. And so I'm thinking a nice gazebo design is going to be perfect for this spot right here. So I'm thinking a bit of like an elevated gazebo design is going to look really nice as well. So let's get something like this going. We can add some stairs in between these to look like you know, our elevated kind of platform, I guess. All right, now we can start extending up these corner pillar things here and kind of figure out how we want to actually build this thing. And then we can start our roof on this side like this. Yeah, so essentially that is our roof design there. Let me quickly jump down to show you. Yeah, so something like that. I apologize for the very moody lighting. It's very kind of hard to see, but yeah. And then we're going to fill out the rest of that with some oak. I'm going to repeat this trim design around the sides and I'll meet you guys back down here when that's added in. All right, and there is our roof added in. I added a cute little, you know, lantern up there too. That's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Let's start adding in something in between here because it's very open and empty. And oh my God, it just went dark all of a sudden. What the hell? So I was thinking we could add oak logs in between here, but I don't know if that's gonna look weird. For a gazebo especially. I don't know. How does that look, man? I feel like it needs to be added on this side as well, just so we can get a proper look from, you know, a diagonal kind of angle here. Yeah, I think that's all right. We'll balance it out at the bottom with some leaves because it does look a little like top heavy without them. So the next detail we could add is just some stuff like this in between these sections now that we have, you know, this area here to work with. I need to keep an eye out for bloody creepers now. They always seem to sneak up on me. Man, it's just, you know, the way it is out here, okay? All right, so there's all of our top sections done. Let's grab out the leaves here and start adding in a bit of a bottom kind of thing to this. All right, and that's looking pretty good. We definitely need to add some fences in between these sections as well. So let's get some just fence gates going across here. And then for some finishing touches, I reckon we could add some spruce stairs underneath these little pillar things because, you know, they're looking a little bare. And I think that just adds a nice little extra pizzazz to it. We could also try maybe adding a slab there. How does that look? I actually kind of like that. Oopsie daisy, get that bad boy placed back in. But yeah, I kind of like that little addition there. Yeah, there we go. That is a really cool looking gazebo. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this turned out. That is such a cool looking gazebo, man. I'm happy with that. What we could also do is maybe in the corners. Nah. Forget that. Never mind. Or maybe, what if we do like that? Nah, forget that. Never mind. We'll leave it like this, okay? It looks good like that. We're not going to change it. Sweet as. Gazebo? Yep. Perfect. Awesome. For our 18th build of the video, I decided on expanding the dock nearest the harbor, and I decided on basically adding in a nice little fishing platform / gazebo. The next build, or builds, you know, multiple of, I decided on adding some of these lamp designs scattered throughout my entire main area here as, yeah, it was, I just felt it was lacking some nice lamp designs. And for our final build, I decided on, you know, showing some love to our actual medieval city across the water by adding in a bunch of crop farm designs, something I had previously just completely forgotten to add throughout the city, and I definitely feel like it adds a whole lot of life and greenery to the whole area and just makes it look so much better, man. Alright, and there we have it. All 20 builds are now complete. The download for every single one of them will be available to download on my Patreon along with every other build in this series so far. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.